Speak English Anyway, a place where confidence matters more than perfection, and every voice deserves to be heard.
Hey people, I'm Linda.
And I'm Ethan, and today we're talking about the thing that stops more people than grammar, vocabulary, and pronunciation combined.
Ooh, big build-up. Drumroll?
The fear of speaking.
The fear of speaking. And Ethan is right. This is the real boss. You can know 1,000 words, understand every grammar rule, have beautiful pronunciation, and still freeze completely the moment you have to actually open your mouth. Because your throat closes and a little voice screams, "What if I sound stupid?"
That voice has ruined so many of my conversations, and I hadn't even started them.
Ruined before they began. That's the tragedy of the fear. It doesn't wait for you to make a mistake. It attacks before. You imagine the embarrassment in advance, and then you just don't speak. You order the thing you can say instead of the thing you want. You stay quiet in the meeting. You let the moment pass.
I once ordered a completely wrong meal because I knew how to say it.
Oh no, what did you get?
A soup I didn't want on a hot day because soup was safe and the thing I wanted had a scary word in it.
Oh no, you suffered through a hot soup on a hot day to avoid one scary word. And you know what? That is the perfect example of what fear costs us. Not big dramatic failures, just 1,000 tiny surrenders, wrong soups, silent moments, smaller lives, one avoided sentence at a time.
Smaller lives, one avoided sentence at a time. That got dark fast.
Sorry, but it's true, and it's exactly why we have to talk about it. Because here's the thing, people. The fear is normal. Everyone has it. Even confident-looking people have it. It is not a sign that you're bad at English. It's a sign that you're human and you care.
Wait, the fear means I care?
The fear means you care. You don't feel nervous about things you don't care about. You're scared to speak because it matters to you, because you want to do well, because you want to connect. That nervous feeling is just your caring showing up in an uncomfortable outfit.
Caring in an uncomfortable outfit. I like that a lot more than I'm a coward.
You are not a coward. Please delete that word. You're a person who cares, feeling a normal human feeling. So today, we're not going to cure the fear because you can't delete it, and honestly, you don't need to. We're going to learn to speak with the fear still there. Scared and speaking anyway. That's the whole name of this channel, really.
Speak English anyway.
Speak English anyway. That's literally it. Not speak English once you're not scared. That day never comes. Speak anyway. Scared, shaky, imperfect, anyway.
Can I confess how long I waited for the not scared day?
Please.
Years. I genuinely thought there was a level of English where the fear just switches off, like a finish line. Once I know enough, I'll be confident. So I studied and waited for the fear to leave on its own.
And did it?
Never came. I got better at English and stayed exactly as scared. I was more prepared and equally terrified.
Because knowledge and courage are two different muscles. This is so important, people. You can study for 10 years and your speaking fear will be sitting right there, fresh as day one, because you never trained the courage, only the grammar. Confidence doesn't come from knowing more. It comes from speaking more.
So I was training the wrong muscle the whole time.
You were doing push-ups and wondering why you couldn't run. Both are exercise, but they build different things. Studying builds knowledge. Speaking builds courage. And the only way to become less scared of speaking is, annoyingly, to speak. There's no shortcut through a book.
The fear doesn't leave before you speak. It leaves a little each time you do.
It leaves a little each time you do. Beautifully said. Not all at once, not before, during, and after. Every scary sentence you survive teaches your body, oh, we lived. That wasn't fatal. And slowly, rep by rep, the fear shrinks. but it shrinks behind you as you walk forward, never before you start. So let me hit you with the single most important idea about this fear. Ready? The people you're scared of do not care about your mistakes nearly as much as you think.
Oh, that's a big one.
It's the biggest one. We imagine that when we make a mistake, everyone notices, everyone judges, everyone remembers it forever. But think about your own life. When someone speaks to you in imperfect Portuguese or imperfect English, what do you think?
Honestly, I think, oh, nice, they're trying. I feel warm about it.
You feel warm about it. Exactly. You don't think, what an idiot. You think, how brave. They're learning my language. Good for them. You feel kindness. So why do we assume everyone else is a cruel judge when we speak?
Because my brain is a dramatic liar who hates me.
Your brain is a dramatic liar. It invents an audience of harsh critics that simply does not exist. In reality, most people are busy, kind, or barely paying attention. They're thinking about their own lives, their own worries. Nobody is keeping a file of your grammar mistakes.
Nobody has the Ethan's mistakes folder.
There is no folder. No one is building a case against you. That harsh courtroom in your head? Empty. You're the judge, the jury, and the scared person on trial, all invented by you. The real world outside is much, much gentler than the one in your head.
So the scariest room is inside my skull.
The scariest room is inside your own skull. And the good news is, that means the fear is not about reality, it's about a story you're telling yourself. And stories can be rewritten. You can learn to tell yourself a kinder, truer one.
What's the truer story?
The truer story is this. Most people are kind. Trying is attractive, not embarrassing. My mistakes are normal and forgettable, and every brave sentence makes me better. That's not fake positivity. That's just more accurate than the horror movie your fear was showing you.
More accurate and less terrifying. I'll take it.
And let me add one more piece to the truer story, because this one really helps. The mistake you're so scared of, people forget it in about 4 seconds.
4 seconds?
About 4 seconds. Think about the last time someone else made a small mistake talking to you, used the wrong word, mispronounced something. Can you even remember it?
No, I have no idea.
You have no idea because it vanished from your memory instantly. It meant nothing to you. And that's exactly how your mistakes work for other people. A tiny blip, gone in seconds, never thought about again. Meanwhile, you replay yours at 3 a.m. for the next 10 years.
Why do I keep my mistakes forever but forget everyone else's immediately?
Because you're the star of your own movie. You feel every moment of your life with full intensity. But to everyone else, you're a side character in their movie, and your little slip is a background detail they didn't even record. It's called the spotlight effect. You feel like there's a spotlight on you, but there isn't. Everyone's in their own spotlight.
Everyone thinks they're the one being watched.
Everyone thinks they're the one being watched, so nobody's really watching you. It's almost funny. A whole room of people, each convinced they're on trial, each too busy with their own fear to judge anyone else. So relax. The spotlight you feel is imaginary. You have way more freedom to be imperfect than you realize.
That's oddly freeing. Nobody's watching because they're all worried about themselves.
Gloriously freeing. Use it. Since nobody's really keeping score, you might as well be brave. The cost of a mistake is basically zero, and the reward of speaking is huge. That's the best deal in the world, and fear was hiding it from you. Okay, let's get practical, because just be less scared is useless advice. Let me give you real, tiny things you can do. First one, start ridiculously small.
How small?
Embarrassingly small. Don't try to have a 30-minute conversation on day one. Say one word. Thanks. Hi. Sorry. One brave word to a stranger in English. That's a full win. Celebrate it like you won a medal.
A medal for saying thanks?
A full gold medal, because bravery is a muscle and you build it with tiny reps, not one giant lift. If say one word to a stranger feels big to you right now, then it is big, and doing it is real progress. Start where you actually are, not where you think you should be.
Start where I am, not where the internet says I should be.
Exactly. Forget the internet people who are fluent in 3 months. Start with one word. Then, next week, one sentence. Then, a tiny question. You climb this ladder one small, brave step at a time, and each step makes the next one less scary.
Give me another one.
Next, practice where it's safe first. You don't have to start with a terrifying stranger. Talk to yourself in the mirror. Talk to your pet. Talk to a language app or a patient friend. Build your bravery in the safe places so that when the scary moment comes, your mouth already knows the way.
My cat has heard me give entire speeches.
And your cat never once judged you.
She judged me for other things, never my English.
Fair. Cats have their own list. But that's the point. A safe listener lets you practice the feeling of speaking without the fear. And the more you speak in safe places, the more normal speaking becomes, until one day the scary place feels a little safe too.
And a word for today?
Perfect timing. To break the ice. It means to say that first thing that starts a conversation, past the awkward silence. I broke the ice with a little joke. The hardest part is always breaking the ice, that first sentence. After that, it flows.
Break the ice. The first sentence is the coldest.
The first sentence is the coldest, but once it's broken, the water underneath is warm. The whole fear lives in that first sentence. Get past it with one small brave word, and you're usually fine.
One more practical one. I'm collecting courage tools now.
Love it. Here's a great one. Prepare a few emergency phrases in advance, little sentences that buy you time and save you when you panic. Sorry, how do you say, "Can you repeat that, please? I'm still learning English." Memorize them so well they come out automatically.
So when my brain freezes, my mouth has a backup plan.
Your mouth has a backup plan, exactly. Fear makes your mind go blank, so you don't want to be building sentences from zero in that moment. You want a few ready-made lifeboats, especially this one. I'm still learning. Please be patient. Say that and watch people instantly become kinder and slow down.
People are nicer when they know you're learning.
So much nicer. Most people genuinely want to help a learner. They just don't always realize you are one. Tell them, and they switch into helpful mode. That one honest sentence turns a scary stranger into a patient ally. Never be ashamed to say, "I'm still learning." It's not weakness, it's the smartest move in the room.
And it takes the pressure off. I'm not pretending to be fluent.
It takes all the pressure off. When you stop pretending to be perfect, you stop being terrified of being caught imperfect. You've already told them. There's nothing left to hide, nothing left to fear. Honesty is fear's worst enemy. "I'm still learning" is a magic spell that shrinks the whole scary moment.
Confession as a superpower.
Confession as a superpower. Drop the mask and the fear has nothing to protect anymore. It just deflates. Now here's the reframe that changed my whole life, and I mean that seriously. We think mistakes are the enemy, but mistakes are actually how people connect with you.
Wait, mistakes connect people?
They do! Think about it. When someone is perfect, polished, flawless, it's a little cold, a little distant. But when someone tries, stumbles, laughs at themselves, says the wrong word, and fixes it, that's charming. That's human. We love watching people be brave and imperfect. It makes us feel close to them.
So my mistakes are likable?
Your mistakes are adorable. I'm serious. When you say something a little wrong and just keep going with a smile, people warm to you instantly. You become the brave, funny person who's really trying, and everyone roots for that person. Perfection impresses. Imperfection connects.
Perfection impresses, imperfection connects. Okay, that's going on the wall.
On the wall. And here's proof from real life. Think of anyone you know who speaks your language as a second language, with an accent, with little mistakes. Do you love them less for it?
No. Honestly, the little mistakes are kind of endearing.
Endearing. You just proved it yourself. The mistakes are endearing. So the thing you're terrified of, your imperfect English, is the exact same thing that makes other learners endearing to you. It works both ways. Your imperfections are lovable too. You just can't see your own the way others do.
I'm too close to my own soup disaster to see it's charming.
Your soup disaster is a great story. You just told it, and I loved it. Your mistakes become your best stories. Nobody tells a fun story about the time they ordered a meal perfectly. They tell the story about the wrong soup.
The wrong soup lives forever. In a good way now.
In a good way. The mistake became a gift. That's the secret. Your embarrassing moments turn into your funniest, most human stories. So make some. Go collect some wrong soups.
Can I say the thing I wish I'd understood 10 years ago?
Always.
The people who got fluent aren't the ones who were less scared. They're the ones who spoke while scared. Same fear as me. They just didn't let it win. I always thought they had something I didn't. They didn't. They just talked anyway.
That's the whole truth right there, Ethan. There's no secret group of naturally fearless people who found it easy. Every fluent speaker you admire has a pile of cringe memories, wrong words, and red-faced moments. They earned their confidence by walking straight through the fear you're feeling right now. You're not behind them. You're just earlier on the exact same road.
Same road. They just have more wrong soups behind them.
They have mountains of wrong soups behind them. That's literally what fluency is, a person with a huge collection of survived embarrassments. Every one of them made them a little braver. So your mistakes aren't proof you're failing. They're the receipts of your progress. Collect them proudly.
Receipts of progress, not evidence of failure.
Receipts of progress. Frame them. Each awkward conversation is a deposit in your confidence bank, and it pays out later as ease. You're not embarrassing yourself, you're investing. The shy person who speaks anyway today becomes the relaxed person who chats easily next year, but only if they start making deposits now.
So every scary conversation is me paying my future self.
Paying your future self. And your future self is so grateful. Every brave, clumsy sentence you push out today is a gift to the confident person you're becoming. So be generous, speak often, speak scared, speak imperfectly, and watch your future self get richer and calmer with every wrong soup you order. Okay, people, let's pull this all together because I really want you to walk out of here braver than you walked in. Here's the big idea. You will never stop being a little scared, so learn to speak anyway.
Speak anyway. Scared and speaking.
Scared and speaking, that's the whole thing. The fear is normal. Everyone has it, and it means you care. It's not a flaw, it's your caring in an uncomfortable outfit. You don't need to delete the fear, you just need to speak while it's there. That's real courage, not the absence of fear, but action despite it.
And the harsh audience isn't real.
The harsh audience isn't real. The cruel courtroom in your head is empty. Real people are busy, kind, or barely noticing. When someone tries to speak your language, you feel warmth, so trust that they feel the same warmth for you. Nobody has the folder of your mistakes. It doesn't exist.
Start ridiculously small.
Start ridiculously small. One brave word. Thanks. Hi. A full medal for a single word. Bravery is a muscle you build with tiny reps. Practice in safe places first. The mirror, your pet, a kind friend. Then carry that bravery out into the scary world, one small step up the ladder at a time.
And break the ice. The first sentence is the coldest.
The first sentence is the coldest. The whole fear lives in that first sentence. Get past it and the water's warm. So just break the ice, however clumsily, and let the rest flow.
And mistakes are adorable, apparently.
Mistakes are adorable. Perfection impresses. Imperfection connects. Your stumbles make you human, likable, endearing, the exact same way other people's mistakes are endearing to you. Your worst soup disaster becomes your best story. So go make mistakes bravely. They're not the price of speaking, they're part of the charm.
I feel weirdly ready to embarrass myself now.
That's the most beautiful sentence anyone's ever said on this show. Go embarrass yourself gloriously, people. Every brave, messy, imperfect sentence is a win. You don't have to be fearless. You just have to open your mouth while your heart is pounding and say it anyway.
And it gets easier, not because the fear leaves.
But because you get braver. Yes, that's the note to end on. The fear may never fully disappear, and that's okay, because you won't need it to. You'll grow bigger than it. One day you'll be in a conversation, heart calm, words flowing, and you'll suddenly remember how terrified you used to be to say a single word, and you'll smile, because that scared person is exactly who got you here.
The scared person did the brave thing. That's how it always works.
The scared person did the brave thing. That's the only way it ever works. Courage was never about not being scared. It's about the scared person speaking anyway. So honor your fear, thank it for caring, and then talk right past it. All right, take a breath. You're braver than your fear tells you are. Go prove it.
Go say one scary word today.
Go say one scary word today. Perfect. Okay, time to wrap up.
Every time, take care of your English.
And take care of your heart. This is Linda.
And this is Ethan. You've been listening to Speak English Anyway.
Bye, everyone. Say the scary sentence today. The water's warmer than you think.
And if you order the wrong soup, congratulations. You've got a great story now.